You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Hello everybody and welcome to the ITK Soccer Show. It is the 22nd of December and we're going to have the usual Premier League recap. We'll look ahead to the Christmas fixtures as well, but it's going to be a news heavy show because this first show we've done since Jose Mourinho's been sacked, and I thought that would be the bulk of our chat before we get into the football itself. But there's reports coming out literally as we were about to start this that Van Gaal has been sacked. Now, this could be terribly embarrassing if it isn't the case, but it was reported yesterday, Dan, that
more unconfirmed reports more than anything.
Yeah, it was confirmed yesterday though that by quite a few people who might know, United had already opened talks with Mourinho. So this isn't really that surprising if we're to believe that, but it's quite unprecedented, isn't it, that they'd get him that quick. Also, just before you guys talk about it, also remember that it came out this morning, that Ferguson is a consultant on any further decisions if it comes to a manager. So this is just like...
He's only appointed Moyes before.
I know, and, Mourinho wasn't... Was Mourinho...
to Moyes because he didn't want Mourinho to.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it.
But it's good. The United fans will finally get the attacking football that they wanted.
Yeah, you see. Jamie Carragher last night on Monday Night Football said that he doesn't think it's a good fit. Do you guys?
No. I think it's nothing like anything United were even 2 years ago. It's not the type, and to hire someone that's going to stay there a minute. Like, neither is Pep, and I don't know if there's many managers out there that can do it, but Mourinho is a short-term fix. He always leaves a club worse off than he gets them, and United really can't handle that.
Well, now, I kind of know what you mean, but when you say Mourinho leaves clubs worse...
He didn't leave Madrid off worse.
Yeah, like, for instance, it's either...
or Chelsea.
Yeah. Like,
or Inter.
Yeah.
Or Porto.
He definitely left Inter worse.
He left them in the treble.
Yes, with a very aging team that had been finished. Everyone says...
He was there for 2 years.
Yes, but he left them with a team that was just falling apart.
So you said...
Every team does. Even that Chelsea team fell apart after 3 years. The Madrid team hated him, the whole dressing room. They came together because another manager
He also
came in.
broke the Barcelona.
No man, he's never left a team that a team has been sad to see him go, other than Porto and Materazzi, because whatever.
I think Inter was sad to see him go. I don't think they realised what was going to happen until after he left. Yeah. But that's a huge criticism, is that he never brings young players in, and this is something that people, Manchester United fans criticise Van Gaal for. Here's the one thing that you can't say Mourinho doesn't have. When he usually brings in players, he usually brings in very good players. And Van Gaal, in my opinion, has brought in very good players, but for whatever reason, they don't play very well under Van Gaal. So let's say hypothetically this is happening, right? Do you think that Mourinho can get better out of the team than Van Gaal?
Can I just say that one of the main and key players that Man United should be really doing a lot around? Juan Mata. Not good enough even for the Chelsea bench half the time under Mourinho. That would be interesting how that one comes in, because you know what Mourinho, like, there's nothing wrong with being tactically disciplined and having guys that work hard and you have to get up and back. Obviously he doesn't believe Mata is tactically good enough for that. Is he going to shaft him again? Who else he can put in there? Herrera? Maybe Fellaini?
Has anyone had a worse season to get one of the biggest jobs in football? Like, to destroy the champions, the best team in England, to get one of the biggest jobs in England, if not the biggest.
No. And you said off the air, John, like, could you imagine if he won it?
Yeah, he could easily win the league for United.
Could you imagine if he does that to Chelsea and then goes to United the same season and wins the league?
He'd do that to get one over a Roman Abramovich. I still think he fell out with him, by the way.
If he gets the job like tomorrow, because he said he wants to stay in football. Could you imagine his second game would be against Chelsea?
Oh God!
And we'll get onto the Chelsea game, but the whole crowd would love him.
Is it on Stamford Bridge?
I have no idea.
I think it is. That'd be so funny. Presumably the fans will have to change their tune. Speaking of the fans, we should get back to the origin of the story. Were you guys surprised when the Mourinho news broke on Wednesday?
The timing, yeah.
I was not at all. Why were you surprised?
Well, the timing, because really it was 2 days before the Sunderland game. Like, if they should have just done it, they should have done it maybe earlier, or to do it actually just the day after the Leicester game.
Yeah, Dan, it's not something you can just click your fingers and do. Like, for instance, we found out that Jose waived 30 million compensation. That's not something that happens. They don't know that's the case. They have to talk with them. They obviously had talks.
It was just an odd timing to do it on a Thursday afternoon. 48 hours later, you've got a match. Now, I know they won the match and all,
They probably started talking pretty soon after Leicester.
it's an interesting concept if that is the case, but
I just don't think that you can click your fingers and make it happen. I think that it's probably
they
something
could put
that
them on
takes a
gardening
few
leave,
days.
couldn't they?
Say that
Put
again.
them on gardening leave and just say, look, we'll sort out the compensation.
When was the last time that happened?
That's a very good point.
What happens?
Does it?
Just tell them not to come back.
Jinx, touch wood, only I can break. Anyway, listen.
Just tell them not to come
That'll
back.
be good
and
for an
we'll
hour
sort it
podcast.
out. We'll sort it out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. I'm just thinking like if no one wanted him at the club, I think it's just a little bit weird. But if he goes to Man United, this will be something else. But I suppose by the end of the show, we could know more.
This has been some year. It's been some league so far. It's been incredible. We'll get to the results
Fucking
later.
Shit.
Huh?
Shit.
It's shit, but really entertaining.
Look, if I wasn't a Liverpool fan, if I was like Dan, if I was a neutral, I would fucking love this league.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
I think it's.
I'm having a great time.
I think it's great. And up until Klopp started.
Would you be supporting Leicester?
Sure. And up till Klopp started, having bad results, I was having a great time. And all I wanted was fourth. you know?
What a dream that was.
Yeah.
I'm just happy.
A dream indeed. And we'll get to it shortly. But
I'm happy if we stay up at this rate.
I think we'll be okay there, So, what do you see Hitting being able to do for Chelsea this time around? And more importantly, after you answer that, tell me who you think is going to be appointed next year.
Simeone. He'll win them a cup. Hitting.
I don't think Simeone will go.
I would almost guarantee it at this rate.
I don't think, because I don't think he knows the language very well, if at all.
Who?
And
Who then?
I think that maybe. Well, I think Pep is an obvious candidate.
Okay,
if
so
he's right or wrong,
so
I think
Pep
he'd be
is-
definitely kept. I think maybe
There's reports that he's gone to City, done.
Yeah, let's expand on the Pep
if
thing.
Pep goes to City, that leaves
So two of the directors are former Barcelona directors that he worked under, right?
Bruno Soriano and TC Berger.
Yeah. So that's a huge thing. But it came
And
out.
they've also been waiting for him for like 10 years now.
Yeah, and it came out yesterday that supposedly Abramovich will be is going to try and pull him away from City. It's a real managerial merry-go-round. Did we talk last week about Pep leaving Bayern? Did we know at this stage?
No, this is also announced this week as well.
Okay, and not only that, but Ancelotti is confirmed to come in.
Yeah, it's great. Perfect for them.
This is insane. Has there ever been
For
a time?
week as well. 1 week.
There was a week when
Yeah.
Pep said he was leaving Barca and Spurs sacked Harry Redknapp and all that.
Still, I think if the Van Gaal thing gets confirmed, this would be the biggest. Has there ever been more of a premium for managers being so important, or at least seeming so important in the way clubs are making their decisions these days?
It's because everything's so mental in England that Leicester are top. It's making everyone else look bad.
Okay, and
Yeah.
no, that is. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Like,
Actually,
The league could be won with 50-something points this year. That's how bad it is.
It's also, we're going back to the manager point. Madrid are going to be getting rid of Rafa too. So if they get someone in.
well, now hold on. They've been winning 8 and 10-0.
He won't be there next year.
They were getting booed before the team they were playing went down to 9 men.
He won't be there next year. Luis Enrique probably still will be there.
Let's talk about how Rafa could be there next year.
Well, he won't.
No, but what would he have to do? He's starting.
He
to get
will
these-
have to win the treble.
He's starting to get these big
He will
results.
have to win the treble playing attractive football.
Okay.
Fabio Capello got
Besides-
sacked 3 times.
Besides that-
twice for winning the league, and he got sacked the day after. Vincent Del Bosque got sacked for winning the double, and got sacked.
Okay, besides
Day
winning
after.
the treble, is there anything he could do?
No.
What if he won the league?
What year did Fabio Capello get sacked last?
2007. He beat Barcelona on the last day.
Was that 2007?
2007, yeah.
Interesting.
And then they got in Bernd Schuster, and then Pep kind of came in then about 2 years later, and that was the end of that. But
Okay.
like Laurent Blanc is the kind of only one now. He'll probably end up moving as well because someone will want to get him. Maybe someone might try Del Bosque. He's leaving Spain.
You think
he's announced that as well?
You think Blanc will leave PSG?
Maybe. Maybe have someone like Frank de Boer. Maybe.
I think
Give him
PSG
a-
will win the Champions League this year.
Why?
I just think they're... I would say Barcelona, but no team ever holds it, so that's the only thing I have against them.
With Juve dropping off, I would say that PSG on their day are comfortably
Well,
the
Juve
fourth
were
best
similar
team
to
in it.
this. Juve were similar to this time last year. It's only they really came into form in January, and that's what every Italian reporter says that helps them get to the Champions League. That they had to increase their form in January. It's what cost Bayern in this time. But
I did call it 2 years ago, though. I said that Juve were on the up.
and now they're on their way down.
I
Is,
didn't. I
Is
don't.
Prandelli managing anyone? He could be worth a shout.
I actually don't know. Anything else on the managers before we move on to FIFA?
Leeds haven't sacked theirs. So January doesn't merry-go-round. Leeds was involved. But
Dan, we are talking
Who do
about
you think
highest
we
level here.
Liverpool
now.
well, no, even regardless of highest level, there's generally a sacking, but not this week. So
Yeah, it's almost gone under the radar that we also have a world-class manager. You certainly wouldn't know it.
No. Is he world class?
of course he is.
He
Your team
is.
isn't good.
He's good in
That's
media.
the difference. You're lacking a really good centre half.
But you are. We've got Mohamed
goalkeeper.
Sacco, who's a great man. He's just come back from injury. It's like Aguero. Aguero didn't perform either coming back from injury.
Goalkeeper,
Give him
centre
a-
half,
We
centre midfielder.
did not get a single win against Newcastle, Watford, or West Brom. I don't care if he's a world class manager. You beat at least one of those teams.
Ooh. That's
You get-
venomous,
Might as well
John.
sack him then.
Huh?
Well,
I'm not saying that.
I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just
if he
saying-
did.
He won't get sacked.
No, of course he won't.
Well, no, I'm just saying, give him time. He will prove it.
Let's break down this FIFA thing the best we can. So, from my perspective, what it looks like is they were able to find something. Okay, so remember now, this is FIFA charging FIFA.
Aye.
So they were able to find something that wasn't involving a bribe for tournaments. They found a different thing, because if they were to do Blatter on a bribe regarding World Cup stuff,
Yeah.
because it's FIFA doing FIFA, then they would have to also take action. And the last thing they want to do is move the next two World Cups.
But it was 20 years ago, the payment. It was like 1898, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No,
The payment
no,
was
no.
only like
Was
4
it?
years ago.
Yeah, it was
a
between-
payment from 98. They said
Oh,
that
payment from- sorry,
you
that's-
pay him
that's-
1
sorry.
million a year in 98, an agreement the two of them had. And
Yeah.
then, lost his checkbook.
But the one thing that we never actually really said about Platini was he was all in favour for Qatar. Massively. And obviously he was getting some. But who are FIFA things, they actually are employed, they're on the payroll of FIFA. They're not independent.
Who?
They're not like a court of arbitration, or they're not like a completely sport ethics
No,
committee
this is-
going in.
this
This
is-
is actually FIFA.
This is FIFA making.
so that's
yeah.
So I'm just glad the man is gone, but
It's so sad though, because this seems like such.
the Qatar thing has to.
yeah.
I'm really annoyed with, and the Russia thing as well.
I'm
It's
I'm
really
happy
bad.
he's gone. Platini was no saint, but he was better than Blatter. So in a way, I was sad to see him go. But I'm sure that somebody with more knowledge could sit me down and tell me why it's a good thing he's gone too. What I'm sad about overall is that
It's a
there's so
football.
much really bad stuff that if we're going to rely on FIFA charging FIFA and breaking the news, there's so much ridiculously bad stuff Blatter's done that's never going to come out.
Well,
now.
I think that they'll not necessarily the ethics committee, but I think the FBI and all are going to keep going higher and higher. They're going to keep getting it. They'll dig it out. It'll all come out.
what will
The
they
one
do
thing that
now?
upsets me
He's
most about it is
gone.
Platini is was World Player of the Year. He's a football mind in a massive organization, one of the most powerful on the planet, and he has even gone down that road.
Yes,
If it is true,
I'm
which
sure.
it probably looks like it is. So if he's even gone down that road, and you've just got normal lads taking the money, and then you've got actually football men going in, that's when you actually know it's an absolute sham.
It's very corrupt.
And it's very sad.
I just like the man who works for FIFA that's talking about all this. His name is Tokyo Sex Whale.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
His name is Tokyo Sex Whale.
Yes.
I'm sure it's not.
No, he has a book about his success.
So Tokyo Sex Whale,
Is his name?
as in the capital of Japan, sex and a whale.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Fish.
what's your porn star name?
Ah,
It's
yes.
just there. But if Neil has his computer open now, if you Google this person,
Yeah, because God knows nothing bad will come up if I
it
Google
won't. I guarantee it.
Tokyo
It's just a
sex.
photo of a very successful man who's probably taking bribes as well.
Or a very fat Japanese porn star.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look in a
It's like,
second.
he was on BBC.
All right,
Big
all right.
letters, Tokyo Sex Whale.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
can't say that enough.
clearly. Okay, I'll have a quick look now. Yeah, no, the FIFA thing's incredible. If he's really gone from football and the FBI pursue it and the real bad stuff comes out, I guess the only thing that the only reason that they would pursue it is to actually try and put him in jail, I presume.
But
Yeah? Because what else can they do?
Yeah, he has to go to jail.
Do you know enough about this if I asked you how do you think it would go when they appeal it? Because they're both appealing.
Oh no, they won't get it.
But they're both appealing, so.
Yeah, they both appeal.
He mentioned
neither will
Nelson
go to jail.
Mandela in his
They're too old.
speech.
Yeah, that's nice.
Neither will go to jail. They'll just be banned.
He said he was sorry. He said he was sorry that he was the scapegoat.
Well, hold on. No, well, if
He's a hilarious man.
If
isn't he?
the FBI
He also came dressed
get-
as Nelly.
like
Yeah,
the rapper.
Yeah, he had a bandage.
Oh,
on
he
his
did,
face.
didn't he? You're right. But no, hold on. If the FBI investigate, they are going to jail. Because the FBI, it's nothing to do with football now. The football thing's done. 8 years is enough. He'll be dead by then. But
he'll live forever. He's like a cockroach.
he's something. Tokyo Sexwell. I really liked. No, I really liked the. It doesn't exist. No, I'll have a look now. I really liked the headline in the. I don't want to misquote this here. Let me see. It was in the Daily Star.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know. So Jose to take a pay cut of 5 million to join United. Is it possible to take a pay cut if you're unemployed?
A pay cut from what he was on previously, I'd imagine. But
Well,
yes, I know.
Don't Chelsea usually start paying their managers until they find a new job? So
like I think they paid off Di Matteo last year.
He's still paying Di Matteo. Good on
Are,
you.
they're not. They're not, are
Now,
they?
Chelsea fans, they have to be the only club in history that the two managers that won them a European trophy they just don't like.
His name is definitely Tokyo Sexwell.
Thank you.
Now listen, well, that's the thumbnail for the show anyway.
Yes, it is.
But listen,
Forever.
Like you would have thought, like Mourinho, Pep, Ancelotti, Van Gaal. Big news.
the banner
Tokyo
from Stamford
Sexwell.
Bridge this week. The banner from Stamford Bridge.
Damn you, Eddie Izzard.
Yeah, listen, like, I can't do this justice. Did anybody see the Football 365 thing? Okay, so the article was called, "Is it sadder to spend 15 minutes writing an article about the banner that took 15 minutes to make?" And it is a step-by-step breakdown of every single thing on that banner. It's dissected so...
Is that the one where Jose, we love you, and players be shamed or something?
No,
something
it's
like
the
Smack the rat.
Yeah, it's the 3 rats, and then it has their...
that? Oh yes, Cesc Hazard.
It has their jersey numbers, but instead of just quotations at the top, it's quotations at the top and the bottom. And then instead of Hazard, it's Izzard with 2 C's. Costa, and he tried to fit Cesc in, but it looks just like Cecil. It's pretty amazing. We should probably post it on the page. It's probably
Something
it's the
else
best
to do
article
your
I've
team
ever read
there.
in my life.
2-0 up after 12 minutes.
See, but, like, I just don't understand if he does go to United, like, what the fans will have to, kind of change their tune a bit.
But like also if you went to Man United, the Bobby Charlton thing, like apparently he was very much against him coming in because
okay, he's a boring old biddy, and people need to stop considering.
Landers.
He needs to stop considering Bobby fucking Charlton's
Wait,
opinion in 2016.
no, but he's still very big. He still has a very big say there.
Give him the job.
he
Tom.
still has a very big say.
Do you see, like, Ryan Giggs, like, as soon as it went 2-1, was like, well, I don't want to be in any of the photos with Van Gaal here, so he just got as far as away as humanly
Started pointing on the pitch,
allowed,
pretending to shout.
as allowed by the rules, just at the corner of the box
Of the
And just
technical
like-
area.
Do you think Giggs could be a success if you went in even further?
Absolutely not.
Not a
See, I
chance.
don't think
Not a
Because
fucking
all of
chance.
Alex Ferguson's other players that went into managing have done so well
Not even
Mark
that.
Hughes has probably been the best.
That's fair.
and hasn't done anything.
He's tried. Great nickname.
Okay,
He
but
got
still.
one big job and failed miserably.
Any other news before we move on?
Did I mention Tokyo?
Any other news?
I don't think so.
Any news on the Van Gaal thing?
Damien Duff retired.
He did. Well, I presume I didn't bring that up because I presume you were going
That's sad,
to
though.
mention your hero
he
of
was
the
a
week,
great player for Ireland.
Shamrock Rovers legend.
Yeah, he gave less less effort to the Irish league than we did.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
he was actually injured.
Had to
so.
play teams how many times?
yeah. Are you not so upset that like he literally only had a cup of coffee one day in the stadium and now he's like are you guys gonna have banners for him for the rest of the time, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No,
Him and Del Piero.
absolutely.
We've seen famous people. Okay, the Premier
We have.
League. You have. I'm not taking it away from you.
So Piero, Ronaldo,
That's
Damien
right.
Duff,
Van der Vaart hitting the bar.
Van der Vaart, Benzema.
Do you remember he hit the bar with that bicycle kick?
I was there. Yes.
You probably do then. Okay. West Brom against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are doing great, aren't they?
3 wins in a row against Man United at home, Chelsea away, and a really tough game going to West Brom. Like it proves that they can kind of.
That's not a tough game.
West Brom are dogged. They're like no one wants to play West Brom.
Jason
They're
McLean
not
threw
much-
it away.
I want to get to that in a second. The scores were Adam Smith on 52 minutes, Macaulay on 79, and then Daniels on 87 with a penalty.
Well, Adam Smith is playing brilliantly at right back.
2 red cards for West Brom. The second was John's favourite person in the world besides Baka, Solomon Rondon. And the first, which was really the talking point of the game, was...
surely he should get banned for 5 or 6 games for that. Like it's
Which,
just,
well, hold on, the McLean one?
yeah.
Talk about this.
It's just like, but he did it 2 weeks ago against
yeah.
who was it? It was
Is that the
Spurs fellow.
the
Was it
listeners know
Dembele or
that
something?
Neil is drinking rosé.
Yeah,
Just wanted people to know that.
it's beautiful.
I
Do you want
had a
some?
pot noodle.
That's alright. I drove.
I think you could probably have 8 of these.
Nah,
You'd be
just
alright.
too much sugar.
I know, yeah.
But like,
Feel great.
he did it 2 weeks ago. Was it against Dembele or someone? Was it Spurs game or something? And
that was rough because like
he did that again there, and he's going to do it again because he actually saw Smith, and he got Smith kind of went in on him, but it wasn't. It was a foul. I don't know if it was, but it wasn't.
He's a terrible human being, and he's a moron.
Oh, he's a moron.
I'd love to see.
He's a terrible human being.
But
he's just
the fact is, Dan, you're giving out to him about this, but in the Euros, you will make the argument that McLean should play because he puts more fight in. That's literally the player he is.
Because, but we don't have much else.
It's okay for a player to have fight, but with stupid things
you can't have one without the other. You don't get Suarez without the biting. You don't get Roy Keane's defense.
Suarez has been well behaved enough.
That's because he doesn't he's winning every game. He doesn't need to get stressed.
That's very true. I would have loved to see the ban if he had taken out Dembele, because what kind
of... He did take out Dembele.
Yeah, but if he gotten a red, because what kind of sanctions would you get if you take out a player who plays for two teams? That's fucking...
Well, surely there'd be fine on conduct and there should be something else put on it.
Unbelievable.
That was awful.
That went straight over his head. Will I say that one again?
No, please don't.
What would happen?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, you did?
We repeated one joke enough.
I thought it was your favourite, gag, Dan.
Just ignoring it.
No, that's Leeds, man.
Yeah.
But you love the Moussa Dembele gag. You're the biggest proponent of it.
He's a great man.
Fucking hell. No selling me. Crystal Palace and Stoke. Wickham with a penalty on 45 and Lee on 88. Bojan got one back for Stoke on the 76th minute. I didn't see much of this, but Palace away from home. Yep.
Yeah, Palace away from home. But Stoke were the better team.
Is that right?
But Palace were dogged and they just stayed in there.
I remember nothing of this game.
Lee got a really nice goal at the end.
Who?
Chung Young Lee.
Oh, he did.
He did. But no, Stoke were really probably unlucky not to win it.
Southampton's run of form. It seems like I just say this every week. It's incredible what's happening to them. They could be in trouble, could they?
No, they won't go down, but they're just not very good.
Harry Kane and Dele Alli.
Harry Kane got a very nice goal.
He's the real deal, you think?
Dele Alli was one of the unsung players of the season.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing very well. Of course.
How old is he? And where did they get him?
He was on loan at MK Dons last year.
He was pretty...
In League One.
Yeah.
And they obviously thought he was good enough to step up, which he's doing pretty
he was on loan from Spurs?
From Spurs at MK Dons. So it's not usually here League One, loanee to Premier League. Usually it's maybe a championship.
Joe Gomez? Well, he wasn't a loanee. Was Joe Gomez championship?
Yeah. And he wasn't loanee either.
No, he wasn't loanee, I know that. Well, fair play to Spurs. Fair play. Norwich City and United. This was quite incredible.
This is funny.
Well, we'll get to funny.
That's horrific.
2-1. Martial got the one goal for United. Jerome and Tetty. Norwich were definitely the better team, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, Man United are just...
That's United's third defeat in a row.
It was on paper the most attacking kind of United team, wasn't it? Rooney, Mata, Martial, Depay, Carrick, Herrera.
Yeah, Fellaini. He played Fellaini ahead of Herrera, which I just don't understand why Fellaini.
Fellaini didn't start.
He definitely did.
Really?
He started with Carrick.
Oh.
I just don't understand why he's playing. He's awful.
He does get... I'm sure his goals to minute record is as good as anybody at United, though. Still,
I don't think so. Hair to minute ratio, maybe.
He scores a bit. John?
Fellaini?
Fellaini, yeah.
Herrera's got a better record. Didn't Herrera score every shot on target last season?
Last season.
That was like the first 3 weeks and he never scored again. Herrera is a better player, but Fellaini, I don't know. The United team is just... It's like almost when you're playing FIFA and you're not winning, so you play every single attacking player you have and hope something works, and then realise that Cameron Jerome can now run the entire pitch.
Phil Jones didn't have a good game.
Did anyone have a good game?
Just
even De Gea probably could have done a bit better as well.
Okay.
It's a really nice goal, the second one.
Yeah, he was kind of... I don't know if he meant to do it. Almost, he kind of just toe poked and it just went in. The first goal, I think, De Gea should have probably saved.
Yeah.
But you can't really criticise him. But Teo Hill's on 2 weeks.
That's true.
Everton and...
United fans were chanting for Mourinho, though.
They were actually... Whenabouts was that? Because I didn't even see that.
They were booed off, badly booed off.
Yeah.
They were booed at the start. They were booing straight away.
That doesn't really do anybody any favours. Leicester and Everton had the game of the weekend. Mahrez with penalty on 27 minutes. Lukaku restoring parity on 32. Then Mahrez again with a second penalty on 65. And Ozaki on 69 before Morales got one back for Everton. Leicester were kind of hanging on at the end, but would you say they were the better team overall?
I think they're going to win the league.
Like, it has to get to a point where you really, really sit down and you think about it. Are we at least at the point where it would be ridiculously disappointing if they didn't get top four? Definitely.
They're playing Liverpool on Stevens's Day. They're going to score 10.
Absolutely.
They've scored in every single game this season.
Yes, they have.
That's actually quite an impressive record.
Just shows how good they are.
If they score in every single game till the end of the season, I think you should just give them the trophy.
It would be huge.
They don't keep clean sheets, though. That's the one thing. And they haven't had any injuries yet. And also, I know they will have to go through a bad spell of form. They can't continue that level. There's no way you can.
Well,
they will drop off. If they get out of the Christmas period, let's just say them and Arsenal, if they get out either within 2 points either way of Arsenal, they will. They're probably not going to go anywhere. Probably until at least April. You know what I mean? Because the Christmas going to be so many games. People will be fatigued. Maybe bodies can break down. Vardy or Mahrez, it wouldn't happen to him. Drinkwater's out. If Kante went off or more, I don't think they've got the squad. They've played. I'd say there's about 8 or 9 players must have started every single game and must be nearly playing 90 minutes. You could easily name the team right now what they're going to do. You might have Schlupp in for Fuchs, or you might have Okazaki instead of Ajoa.
Yep.
That's kind of it. Or Delat instead of Danny Simpson.
I have to agree.
There's nobody else.
I have to agree with you.
They can't contain that for... Maybe the best thing is get knocked out of the FA Cup and just concentrate solely on the league.
Another element of that is, and we're going to do a couple of calendar year awards at the end, but them in the calendar year of 2015, their form, they've been great for longer than
them and Arsenal are the only two really, in terms of 2015, are the only two teams who actually have a respectable record, I think.
So you would have to expect a drop off at some stage.
Yeah, they will. They won't win the league.
Do you think that? Okay, they won't win the league. Interesting, John. Do you think it would be? Would you be shocked if they didn't get top 4 though?
You have to think every team's going to come out of their funk at the minute, but I think they should, the way they're playing now. The injuries will matter, but I don't know if Mourinho is United manager. If Giggs is interim United manager, then Leicester would really have to fuck up to get fourth, because I don't think United will get it.
They've a nice cushion in Man United. They've got 9 points on them, haven't they?
Yeah, but this season that's not a lot.
Still, they're not they're...
I think it is a lot, because everybody else is very close, except for Arsenal.
Arsenal
Leicester
were celebrating last night they were going to win the league, and they're still behind them by 2 points.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. City are 6 off them, and I think are 5 off them, and then there's Man United are and Spurs are a good 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a bit of a gap, even to other teams like Everton, Palace, that Liverpool, the chasing kind of pack around the bottom kind of.
I don't think you have to worry about either.
They're miles ahead of that group.
Definitely.
So if they could still lose about 3 or 4 games on the spin and still be ahead of them, at the worst.
Yeah, at the worst, I do think that they'll get top 4 at this stage. I'll be surprised if they don't. Chelsea and Sunderland, rejuvenated Chelsea team. There was obviously a tremendous amount of bad atmosphere in that dressing room. They obviously also had a point to prove. A lot of the players were trying to also impress Hiddink, I'm sure. But 2 goals very quickly off the bat at Stamford Bridge from Ivanovic and from Pedro. Barini got one on 53 minutes. You'd swear he had just scored 1v1 equaliser.
He was my spoof for the week. What was he thinking?
And then Oscar with a penalty.
What did he do? He just go mad?
He scored, it was 3-1 with half an hour to go, and he picked up the ball and was jumping and screaming at the fans for encouragement. I was like, guys,
it's good to get people motivated.
It's just good man Barini.
So Chelsea look great. How much better they can be, I don't know.
They're playing a very bad team.
They've been playing very bad teams all year and losing, my friend.
Yeah, Oscar looked happy for the first time this year.
We said at the start of the season when we were doing podcasts that Oscar looked the least happy under Mourinho, so it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mourinho was only selecting when he had to, when there was issues with Hazard and Costa as well. He would always have Willian and Pedro over Oscar.
He played him there for them.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess it's hard to say. Definitely they feel a lot more comfortable without Mourinho, but how good they'll be with Hiddink is a different thing.
Hiddink, last 2 jobs haven't gone down well. The Dutch job was a bit of a disaster. They obviously didn't go through to the Euros. And then who was he before that? Was it... I can't think where he was before, but I don't think it worked out well there either. So you never know. It could be he might be fine because he will get them organised and everything. But again, it's a short-term solution. You can't keep going to the well. Chelsea have bigger problems than that.
The 5:30 kickoff was the relegation battlers, Newcastle and Villa, and I watched the whole thing.
Me too, for some awful reason.
Yeah, I regretted it.
It was the shits.
IU and Colaccini.
Really nice goal by IU. Goal of the week.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys think? I didn't. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think IU's is better. I think it's harder to do.
Well, it looked very good.
It did. Anything
I was in
to
the
talk-
rain.
Anything to talk about? in regards to
The
this?
weather was bad.
Newcastle.
The weather was frightful.
First time Newcastle didn't
But
get
his goal
early
was
on
so
the table.
delightful.
IU's goals.
Scores everywhere he goes.
Is he going to finish?
Yeah, I was trying to think of somebody's
You
name
can
that
even
would rhyme.
finish it.
Who would rhyme with nose?
Snow.
No. Surely. Ah, well.
Tokyo sex whale.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Watford and Liverpool.
The honeymoon period's over, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It has to be. Look, it was disgraceful. Now, I guess the main thing, and he did take responsibility for it, but, was the ball kicked out of his hands? The first goal.
Yes.
So it should have been disallowed in your opinion? I'm not saying that would have changed the game. I've no reason to think that would change the game.
Should have caught the ball originally.
Yeah.
It was an unfair goal to concede, though, yeah?
Yeah.
The ball was kicked out of the man's hands. Dan?
It was. These were just terrible, so.
But just on that point.
It probably shouldn't have been allowed, but
The score still would have been 3.
like I think they still would have beaten.
Hey,
us.
look, I'm just wondering.
No one's
okay?
arguing that, then.
Yeah. And tremendous run of form from their main man.
He won't be there in January. There's no way.
Of course he'll be there. They don't sell players.
Do you think a team would go in for him? Like even Man United would go in for him.
This happens.
15 million for him. Like they've got enough points on the board not to be relegated. I think like they go and just get another striker, or Chelsea, or someone, or Palace, or Everton, get another striker.
There's always
Aren't
somebody
they
like
a
this.
point up top 4?
Who? Watford. Yes, I'm saying they're not going to get relegated
Yeah, so why would they sell their player when they can get Europe and get more money?
because they're probably not going to end their
I think
deals.
you're right, John. Yeah, but they
No one sells players in January. Only Liverpool are stupid enough to buy players for a ridiculous amount of money.
Wait
It
till
wouldn't
you
be
see.
50 million. To buy a player in January is like 20. It's almost double every time, especially with the money that's in football now. Igalo, the best striker in the league, bar Vardy.
But all I
Or
mean though is
Giroud.
that there's so many teams stuttering, the big teams. Like Man United are desperately needing a striker. They might just go, we need someone, and let's just get him.
Dan, this happens
And
every
he
year.
would go there because it's such a big move for him.
This happens every year, though. Somebody from a lower team or mid-table team looks so good in January, you're just scratching your head going, who's going? What was the guy, the Everton guy, and he went to 2 years ago? Not
The Everton
Joe.
guy?
Yeah, what was his name? 2 seasons ago. I think he still plays in the league.
Everton guy.
Yes.
Striker.
Yes.
Lukaku was the only guy that
Jovetic is coming to mind, but it's not him. What's his fucking name? Eastern European.
Who do you go to?
Oh, your man, Jelic.
Yelovich.
Yeah,
Like, he was in this position 2 years ago. And
It was a bit
he-
longer.
Was it 3?
It was about 3 years for you.
Okay. Well, it definitely
Moyes
wasn't
had
4.
him, I think.
Hmm?
Moyes had him.
no, it did happen, yeah.
Okay. But there's always examples like this, you know what I mean?
Last time United did it was Louis Saha.
That worked out well.
He did.
It did, though.
Yeah, but he had more than this half a season of form.
That is also true. I don't know. It remains
Oh,
to be
no,
seen.
I'm
Like,
just
why
saying,
don't
though,
why don't you
that
buy
it doesn't-
Vardy? Vardy's got more goals. Buy Vardy for 30. Leicester aren't going to get relegated either.
Vardy would be a right heel if he left in January, actually,
Yeah,
wouldn't
like-
He's already a terrible person. We just forget about that because he's
he? The
doing it.
the
I
Leicester
don't think
fans
he
don't
likes
use it, but
Tokyo sex whale, does he?
the Leicester fans don't. That's very generalising. The
But he
Leicester-
didn't he not?
should
He
put
was
it-
them before, though. He was a Japanese man before.
Was it Japanese?
Well,
Chinese,
Japanese, yeah.
wasn't
Oh, well then,
Yeah,
you're
that's
spot
what I'm
on,
saying,
mate.
yeah.
You should put an intro at the start of the thing, just the drinking game every time Tokyo Sex Whale is mentioned.
A little disclaimer at the start.
Mhm.
Little invitation.
Where's he from?
Tokyo Sex Whale. I'll have a quick look here.
Is he from Japan?
No, he's not.
I'm going to be disappointed if he isn't. any other? Come on, John. Talk to me about the Liverpool performance here. Okay, so here's what I think. Right, it's the first time I've disagreed with Klopp's team selection. Firmino needs to be sold to MK Dons,
Yeah.
and Benteke should have started that game.
Absolutely not.
Was I wrong? Was Lucas playing centre half for a while?
Yes, because
Yeah.
Skirtle went off injured.
But why didn't they put Chan back there?
Because Chan just
Chan's a terrible centre back.
Yeah, but
he has more experience.
If you played one of them there, you'd probably put Chan there because Lucas is a midfielder. Like,
Okay, 5 guesses each. Dan goes
or bring on
first.
Colo.
Yeah, that
He's a
was
centre half. Like,
Colo
he's there,
was
like,
Colo was warming up, by the way.
What's the point of having him on the bench if you're not going to use him?
Because they were 2-0 down, why would you bring on a centre back instead of an attacking player?
And that's why you're not a world class manager, mate. 5 goes each. Dan goes first. What country is he from? Go.
Tokyo Sexwell.
Every answer has to start with Tokyo Sexwell as well. Go.
Norway.
Okay. He's a man of colour.
America.
No.
Dr. Congo.
Closer.
If he was from Dr. Congo, it would have been the greatest.
Actually would have been.
Nigeria.
Even closer again.
Niger.
Geographically, I'm not too sure if it's
Because
closer.
that's as close as you can get to Nigeria.
Yeah, but not the country he's from. So no.
Okay.
Was that your third?
Yes.
Okay.
Ivory Coast.
No.
Tokyo Sexwell is from Cameroon.
No. Okay, I think we've established the continent. Claire has just checked on her phone, and now she's waving her hand as if... Like, if you'd at least put your phone down before you started making... And I was going to go to you as a wild card if they didn't get it.
I know who it is. I'm going to go one more guess.
Johnson?
Yeah, no, I've got one.
Okay,
I think I know who it is.
you've got one more?
Nah, give us Dan. He's confident.
Tokyo Sexwell is from Senegal.
Okay, you've got one more.
Oh, no.
Egypt.
Okay, so I'm going to very slowly say somebody else's name. And it's a quick fire. First person to say it into the mic wins. What I'm saying is a big clue. You suis Jabalabalaba.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Shabalabala.
Jabalabala's brother, Tokyo Sexwell.
I know it's not, but this feels very racist.
It's been so not racist.
It's been
not
very
even
funny.
He's a really good looking guy.
What age is he?
He's got a book out.
He's 62.
A good-looking 63-year-old man called Tokyo Sexwell.
Yeah, he looks in good nick. There's some amazing photos of him here actually.
He must have had a tough time in school.
And here's another quiz question about FIFA.
Is his first name Tokyo, second name Sexwell?
All one word, yeah. Sexwell.
Wasn't there a president of Jamaica a couple of years ago called Bananas or something? There was. I am telling you now. That is an absolute truth.
Not a true story.
It is absolutely true. Hannon Bananas or something.
Claire,
That's his name.
Claire, would you mind checking out if I have to edit that or not? Can you check?
I am convinced.
I know you are.
There's also a footballer called Brian Penis.
There's Rod Fanny as well, isn't there? He's a right back.
Rod Fanny.
Rod Fanny.
Jeez, that's unfortunate. Tell me this: the man who looks like Paul Bearer, another FIFA favourite. What was his name?
What?
The lad who looked like Paul Bearer was holding the World Cup.
The urn?
Yeah. Do you know his name?
I don't know.
Okay, no banana, Claire. Can you look
It was
up?
Hannah Bananas.
Can you look up a list of Jamaican presidents or
I think it was Jamaican.
or premiers? Okay, all right,
Yeah, no, it's an old one.
all right. No, he said it's okay. Moving on.
So to sum up, Liverpool weren't very good.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Swansea and West Ham. I do my best to get off it as because they're good. Swansea West Ham was a fucking stinker.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Swansea are fucking shit. They could go down, lads.
They will go down, yeah.
I don't think they will.
I think they will.
Okay.
It's a typical,
Didn't they bounce back last week after Monk got the sack?
Yeah, he got the sack as
yeah,
well. We have to
while
report that as
losing
well.
to Man City in the last minute.
No, Dan. We did a show last week.
Yeah, we were here.
Oh, we did.
We did, yeah. We did. And finally...
Marcelo Bielsa's getting the job. Looks like.
So they're definitely going to.
Yeah, Athletic Bilbao.
Sorry, who's getting what job?
The Swansea job.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And finally, Monday Night Football was Arsenal versus Man City. So, Arsenal won 2-1. Goals from Walcott. A really great goal from Walcott. As Dan said, I didn't think he would be able to do that.
Yeah, I
And,
didn't think he could do it.
Giroud, just before the halftime break, I texted you lads and said, game over, because I just thought scoring at that stage was it. But City came into it a lot from about 75 minutes until the end. Yaya Toure went back in time about 10 years, and every single pass he was making was a worldie, and then he scored a goal that made Czech look like a fool, and that's very hard to do.
It was bizarre stuff, but I still think the best team won.
John didn't see the match, so I'm not going to ask him about that.
No.
So, John, your favourite for the league now at the halfway point is?
It was Arsenal at the start of the season, still Arsenal.
Dan, your favourite for the league is?
Chelsea are winning anyway. Arsenal, I think they've got the one thing besides Leicester that all the big teams don't have. They've got the togetherness, and I think they're working as a team, and they seem to be happy, and they're all working hard for each other.
So you don't think Leicester have togetherness?
No, I said be up beside Leicester. They're the only other team who has it. Man United don't have it. Chelsea don't have it. Liverpool don't. They don't seem to have that kind of mentality and kind of belief at the moment.
Team spirit.
Yeah, and Ozil now, by the way, has overtaken Messi as the highest assist man since 2008 with 101 in Europe.
Wow.
Since 2008, he's had 101 assists, which is not bad.
In the last, or in Messi's Barcelona career, who has provided him with the most assists? John can go first.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
All right, well then, John, have a guess.
Iniesta?
Incorrect.
Dani Alves.
Correct. I knew that, by the way.
I knew it as well. I read it the other day, but I knew it was him.
Yeah, I was like,
He
has
took
to
over
be.
Pele this weekend as the most successful Brazilian player ever.
In terms of
What did he do this week?
trophies?
Oh, yeah, the Euro Championship. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Barcelona won the World Club Championship.
Yes, they've won 5 cups this year. 5.
But they've missed out on the Spanish Super Cup.
Oh, did they?
Bilbao beat them.
That's right. Okay, moving on to our preview of the Christmas fixtures. So yeah, just you can tell me who you think is going to win. We'll go through it nice and quick. BT on the morning of Stevens' Day, or Boxing Day as it's more commonly known. Stoke City versus Manchester United at the Britannia.
Sorry, can I just say I found a president and I know his name.
Okay.
It was Cannon Banana and he was from Zimbabwe.
Because Zimbabwe and Jamaica are pretty much beside each other, right?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Well, there you go.
Fair play.
So I'm just saying, it was a funny name.
John.
Brian Penis.
Okay, who's winning?
Cannon Banana.
Stoke.
Dan.
Who are they playing?
Stoke
Don't
and
tell
Man
me.
U, BT.
Oh, yeah, Stoke.
Okay. Then
I always liked the 12 o'clock game on Stevens' Day because it's always a struggle to find a pub that's open.
yeah, or me and Dan are just going to watch it in his.
Yeah, but
Then we're going to scroll
right,
over to the old Satanta at 3 o'clock where we get to watch Liverpool lose to Leicester City. What do you
Liverpool
think?
at home.
Yes.
it's going to be game of the season. This is going to be 5-4 Newcastle Liverpool stage.
I'd love it. I'd love
Actually,
that.
I don't know if Liverpool can score 4 goals, but it's going to be mental.
I'd fancy Leicester because I think you guys are beans at home at the moment.
I think we're beans everywhere, my friend.
Yeah, I think we're not very good.
And then Sky are showing. This is very disappointing now.
Yeah, no, they really dropped the ball here.
They
Is it
dropped the
Arsenal
ball.
Southampton, is it?
It's Everton Newcastle.
Oh, really?
wait!
Newcastle give it well on the telly.
No?
There's an Arsenal Southampton then on after. There's 4
Oh,
games
excuse
on
me, I was
Boxing
right.
Day. Now, by the way, the Brits don't get to watch 4 games. They only get to watch 3. So we're very lucky. The Brits will get the morning kick. The Brits get the morning kick
Yeah,
off.
it's worth the 600 years of oppression or whatever.
600. the
700, isn't it?
I don't care.
they'll they'll get the morning, the afternoon, and then there's a late night kickoff. And we're getting all 3 because we get the 3 o'clock kickoff, and we get the best 3 o'clock kickoff. Liverpool Leicester will be probably the most fun, I think, to watch in a lot of ways. Okay,
Is John going to take Crash Stevens' Day dinner again?
I
You're more than
presume
welcome
John
to.
was going to be at
You're more
yours
than welcome
from
to.
quarter to 1.
You can come with Birdie.
I'll see.
John, I want to watch all.
You
4
won't have to
games.
get Crash dinner because you'll be there for dinner.
Yeah, we'll watch all 4 games and record the longest podcast of all time.
I don't have work the next day and I almost get fired like I did last year.
Oh, God. That hangover.
Jesus. Yeah.
What you nearly did to me last year is arguably one of the funniest things if you had done it.
Neil was
The
nice
babe
enough
station?
Neil was nice enough to turn off the porn for that.
I completely can't believe that was a year ago.
It is one of the greatest gags if you'd done that.
Would you have been angry with me?
No.
I think your dad is such a placid man that he wouldn't have told anybody what he found.
Oh, God, no. What are you going to do? Leave loads of tissues with me and stuff, isn't it?
And the worst thing is, like, I can't do it now. I'll probably never get the chance. It was really...
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I remember I got 2 hours sleep into the 12-hour shift and Dan woke up 10 hours into
You
my
were,
12-hour shift.
you were whiskey drunk leaving at, like, 4.
We took the Mike
Yeah.
Baldwins and the
John Giles.
Gilesies out. But, John, you were leaving at 12:30, I remember.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh,
and then
John's not leaving.
yeah, you said you'd give me a whiskey, and then 5 hours later,
I'm going to get up.
And about 10 whiskies leaving.
I'm going to watch the first game with you. Then I'm going to drive home. And I'm going to make sure everything's
Yeah.
all right at home. And then I'm going to come back up. I'm not going to have my first sip until halfway through the Liverpool game. Just because I want to
I
do
think
what we did last year.
something tells me I'll be hitting whiskeys by the Liverpool game.
Just bring up loads of whiskey, lads, as I say.
Absolutely.
That's the plan.
Okay,
mix it.
so I guess awards time. We'll do our general awards and then we'll do our 2015 awards. Goal of the week, John.
I use.
Dan.
It was Ayers until I saw Yaya having absolute freak. But Yaya was so bad
Didn't
for the
Richie
first.
get that like exact goal there a few days? A nicer one against Everton.
It was kind of more on the half volley. Like Yaya's was just, I've never seen no backlift and have it pass in with
You
his
need
weak
to
foot.
see it on a big screen. It makes sense.
I saw it. I was like, that's gone in. I didn't understand it.
No, it was the
But
first
he
time.
was so bad for the first 3/4 of that match. He was the worst player on the pitch, and then he just turned in. Oh wait a minute!
It was like the Gerrard goal against Middlesbrough. Like it's kind of like that didn't make sense, or like like I don't know. It was just one of those things that just doesn't make sense that it could actually happen. The angle he was at. Your spoofer of the week, Dan. No, hero of the week. Go on.
Hero of the week. I'm going to give it to Leicester for the whole club because were bottom this time last year and now they're top by 2 points.
Would you not give that your 2015?
Oh, it's both.
Okay.
John.
Roy Evans, former Liverpool manager, he posted a picture. He was having he was out for a dinner with his family, and he put up a thing on Twitter saying 2 shots, and he was having 2 shots of some whatever, and he said, which is more than Liverpool managed today, and that made me laugh.
Oh, he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. My hero of the week would be, I don't know. Spoofer of the week, Dan.
De Bruyne for not being able to take a corner kick.
Yeah,
That's happened a lot this year.
Weird.
Yeah, and Yaya Toure as well. He is.
Dan. If he hadn't had that last 20 minutes, yes, but not. There's worse people out there.
Well, can I just say, if he tried for that, City would have won that match.
At 32 years of age, you can't do what he did the last 20 minutes for 90.
Just because he didn't run for the first 70.
Because he knew that he was needed in the dying moments.
So then he comes on as a sub then.
No, he needs to warm up.
Warm up by walking around the pitch and let Ozil just do what he wants for a whole game. Now I better try.
Your spoofer of the week, John.
Incredible.
I'm not sure if every football team has it, but Liverpool have a Snapchat.
They do.
Where they show you like the squads and they show players warming up and everything. And they were showing that Bogdan was in, and then they showed him warming up, and they had safe hands.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go back. My hero of the week, and it's kind of retrospective because I think they were up to too much tomfoolery, and that's why they were so shit. But Liverpool had quite an extraordinary day on Friday. They went to an elderly person's hospital, which include Jordan Henderson playing a ukulele that he doesn't know how to play and screaming to old people at the top of his lungs, Santa Claus is coming to town.
He also played a game of FIFA on Anfield.
Played a game of FIFA. Jurgen Klopp playing the bongos in time, and then the two of them, because they're best friends now, did you know, since he came back from injury, the two of them went to a charity dinner and dressing up. This time, instead of a ukulele, Henderson had a guitar in his hand. They were both wearing feather boas, and Jurgen Klopp was making a sexy face. Did you see that photo?
I did.
My spoofer of the week is, I'm going to say FIFA, for charging FIFA and not bringing up the bad things that FIFA did. And I'm also going to say Ronaldo for being really pissed off that 2 players got hat-tricks and he didn't.
Was he actually pissed off?
He was irate.
You see Keane Ballaghay was giving out that they broke like the unofficial football rule that you don't beat a team by 10.
I don't think it was that. I think it was more that like Madrid were constantly looking to score about 15 goals in it. Like,
yeah, but it's one of those things because like there's stories that Casillas told the ref not to have any injury time Euro 2008, and then Ferguson after he beat United 8-2 was like, yeah, we shouldn't have done that. And it's just one of those things that generally
Ferguson after.
Remember he beat Arsenal 8-2.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I feel bad now.
Hold on. I've never heard of this. Is this a rule? An unwritten rule?
Look, I suppose it's more just like having respect for your opponent.
But goal difference goal difference is a good thing for a team to have. So
it's not really that important.
Not really. Well, they're not going to go. They're not going to go to the new camp and win 4-0. So their goal difference is already obsolete.
Okay, but that's head-to-head in Spain.
Yeah, so as in, for example, say it was Liverpool Palace from a few years ago.
Individual player awards. That's good. It's good to have lots of goals.
Ronaldo will only want to win that.
Irrelevant. I think that's a ridiculous rule.
Oh, no, it's not a rule.
It's the second time in a week that Benzema scored a hat-trick and still got less goals than his teammate.
Really?
Yeah,
because Ronaldo got 4
well.
and Bale got 4 the second time. That's amazing. Okay, 2015 awards. So this is a calendar year. Your favourite team to watch in 2015?
Barcelona and Leicester.
You can't have both.
Okay, I'll go Leicester.
Barcelona then.
I'll go Barcelona, yeah. Your favourite goal of 2015, the calendar year?
Messi's goal against Bayern, the second one.
What was the one where Messi ran around 5 men? That was this year,
That was
wasn't
in
it?
the Copa final.
I think that was my favourite goal. My favourite personal goal, which meant absolutely nothing, was Benteke at Old Trafford. I remember I fell. My legs went weak and I fell.
I remember enjoying Coutinho's against Stoke here.
Yeah, but you couldn't give that goal the year.
I liked
Nothing near it.
I like Suarez's against PSG.
The second one.
He
Yeah.
he made Luiz look like a
Yeah,
fart.
he nuts
twice,
Louise
didn't he?
and then just bent it into a top corner that you don't see in real life. It's a very video
Yes.
game goal.
Florenzi for Roma against Barcelona.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
That was nice.
Okay, so this
There's
is
that week in the Champions League that just the most incredible goals happened.
Manager of the Year 2015. It is Luis Enrique, but besides him,
Um,
because you can't really give it to Ranieri either, because Leicester should be looked at as a whole in 2015, not just their accomplishments in the league.
Michael O'Neill for Northern Ireland.
Interesting. Let's keep it a club though.
They were already qualified by 2015.
You can't take it away from him. It's a team he has.
Yes, I can.
Okay, club
Um,
football. Besides Luis Enrique, it is just Luis Enrique though, isn't
Martin
it?
O'Neill did beat Germany. Like, I know we said club football, but I just want to point that out.
Manager of the Year though.
Beat Germany.
He also-
Manager of the decade in Irish football, I'd say.
Um,
It has been a decade since we beat someone decent, so yeah.
Yes.
it's actually more than a decade. I suppose Luis Enrique deserves it.
Okay, now this is going to be a real tough one. By the way, if there's any awards I'm forgetting, ask me after this. When you do a team of the year, it's kind of, you can think about that season and you can think about a lot of things. But if you were to try and put together, and we'll definitely do an all of Europe here, because it'd be really tough. I think you can think back to the final section of the Champions League this year, and it'll help as well, rather than the group stages this season. 2015 starting 11.
European.
European.
Are we putting this together, this team, or is it individual?
No, we should definitely try and put it together. So let's,
Okay, well, I think Buffon deserves
Yeah,
to be
Buffon.
I'm delighted. All right, left back. I'm going to. Okay, think about it.
No,
No.
No.
Left back.
Jordi Alba.
No.
Marcelo's been alright.
You play no.
Yeah. Maybe we'll come back to that. Okay.
Left and right backs are just the worst position.
Chiellini left back.
Okay. I know, I'd say I still think that Lamb's probably the best right back in the world. Unfortunately, he doesn't play there a lot, though.
Yeah.
I honestly believe he is. A left back, I know Azpilicueta was very good this year.
Yeah, but
at right back.
Yes, but there's no Chelsea team should be in that.
I know. Okay, I'll go with Alaba then.
I'm happy to go with Alba.
Okay. Right back.
Glenn Johnson.
Could you give it to Dani Alves?
He's won a
He's
lot.
won 5 trophies.
He won 5 trophies and he broke Pele's record. Just give it to him. I suppose.
Okay, this is going well. Now, centre backs.
You played centre back for Juventus.
Chiellini, Bonucci,
I'd go
and-
PK in there.
and Brazzagli.
Cellini and
PK.
Piqué, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I got that.
Chiellini and Piqué.
Yeah.
Okay, will we go 3-3? So let's go with the DM.
People talked up Pirlo a lot, but I don't think he did anything.
Well, he's been gone for 6 months, so
That's true.
He's going to say coattails. I'm going to go with Xabi Alonso. I think that he has been incredible in 2015 for his age, and he's been part of a team that are just that I think have only been beaten by the very, 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 very best, like the 2 best teams in Europe. So
yeah.
I'm going to go with Xabi Alonso as a DM.
Didn't they lose in the league to Wolfsburg?
But you can't.
That's very.
It's
No, but he said the 2 best teams in Europe, so
Oh.
they're not one of them.
Well, I think
I wasn't saying just that, but like the only significant losses were to the 2 best teams in Europe.
Who was the other one?
Oh no, sorry, you're right.
Arsenal
Just
was the other one,
yeah, there you go.
That
Well,
wasn't them, so.
no, I was just thinking when they got knocked out of the Champions League, 2014-2015. But anyway, I'll go.
That's
with
sure
him.
was
Could he have Bellerin as a left back?
right back. Yeah, Bellerin.
I wouldn't.
Bellerin,
He's
definitely in
had a
terms
good
of
year.
Premier League, he's been the best right back
Yeah.
for the last 12 months.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Xabi Alonso because I'm struggling to think of a good DM for the Premier
Look,
League.
I'd go
I don't-
Busquets, but
I don't think
we'll
it
go
exists
Alonso
anymore.
because I know you love him. So
What do you think, John? Then do you want to be a deciding vote on that?
Alonso, I guess.
Tony Cruz,
No, I think
Thiago Motta,
Verratti.
Ooh, he's in for a shout, isn't he?
He's very good.
All right, centre midfield, 2015.
Iniesta has to be in there. There's
Yes.
no compare. It has to be in
Did
there.
you see his haircut though?
Well, forget about his hair.
Yeah, we can't. If we judge it by hair, it'd be terrible.
And then put maybe Mesut Ozil.
No, hold on. So you're just saying, hold on. John, do you agree on that centre mid?
Who was it?
He's saying Iniesta.
He's got a terrible haircut, but sure. It's Dan. We're not going to win an argument against it anyway.
And Mesut Ozil because he's on 15 assists to 6 months.
Well, maybe we should put more effort in because the front three picks itself.
I agree.
But I don't know. I don't think the Barca team did a whole lot. I just think they had the best front three in pretty much the history of football. So I think it helps.
Okay. I'm just trying to look statistically here. You guys keep going. So in attacking mid, then you're going to go with Ozil.
Yeah, Ozil probably.
All right, that's fair.
And then we got the MSN up front, presumably.
yeah.
Even Lewandowski would be worth a shout.
No, he wouldn't.
He
scored like 40 goals in 40 games or something, roughly. You can't really take that away.
He is very good. I'm having, unfortunately...
So is this team we pretty much made Barcelona and Bayern Munich put together?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And Buffon.
And Buffon. Why not? Okay, so Dan, your teaser from last week, please.
We didn't have one.
Oh, we didn't?
It was the 3 Campbells, that was like 2 weeks ago.
We had the Aston Villa managers.
Oh, the Aston Villa managers. But John didn't get the answer.
I just thought the show was starting in 20 minutes before I got here. Which again, I still should have had it really. But.
Okay, I've got some stats here. Now I need to be careful though because I have to look at how many times they played because people haven't played much, but their stats are really good. Okay, let's see. In the calendar year of 2015, Mick from Dortmund would be the best attacking midfielder.
That's by whoscored.com though, is it?
And your best 3 strikers in terms of assists and goals per minute in 2015 are Neymar, Messi, and Mahrez.
Mahrez isn't really a striker. He plays wide at a 4.
He plays wide. The best centre forward is
Lewandowski.
Zlats, stat-wise. He doesn't have as many goals as Lewandowski. Other people feature on this list, the PSG keeper.
Is that Trapp or Sergio?
Sorry, hold on. No, never mind. Douglas Costa has had this.
He's ridiculously fast, that man.
He is very, very good.
Van Gaal's not sacked.
He's not?
No.
Well, at least we found out before the end, lads. What can I say?
Or maybe he could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not. Keep the show on the road.
Okay. All right, is that it?
Well, we can do my teaser. Would be name every Chelsea manager in the Premier League.
Okay, so starting from 1992. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Will we do the or the fantasy? Yeah, you don't want it, Dan?
I don't know who's top. So
do you actually not? This is brilliant. Okay, this is my favorite thing then.
Well, I'll probably know the top 10 if you think it's great.
Are you all right, John? You seemed like you've just kind of lost your mind a bit there.
I have, yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, let's go from John's point because I'm no longer bottom. That's all that matters, right? So John,
Did you not go back down? No,
I did not. Did I? No, I'm fucking 100 points off the bottom now, mate. Do you want to have a look?
Well, I
Believe me.
try to spread it for him.
So let's see, John, you're in 14th, so I'm definitely coming for you.
That's all right.
Okay. We've got Regis, followed by Kenny, James Byrne, yes, Darren Hillard, John Saunders, Dave Brady, Michael Tobin, Gary Kiernan, Shane Lahart, Stephen Vincent, Dave Noel Keeley.
Yes.
Dan is ahead by 4 points.
Noel had Mara as captain.
He's been great at selecting the captain.
I've fallen down on my captain selection all the time.
Yeah.
So
unfortunate. All right, guys. Well, this has been the Christmas edition. There most likely won't be anything up next week unless we have a pro night or do something along the lines of reviewing some sort of video game.
So basically, there'll be something up on Stevens this day.
Yeah, we could.
When Van Hal gets sacked.
Or do a Star Wars podcast.
But Dan...
Well, that'll be you two. It'd be me like you in this podcast, yawning and going...
Listen, I'll bring the gear up.
Great.
I'll bring the gear up on Stevens this day, okay? And sure, maybe we can do something fuckered.
Do a second year Christmas special that won't get aired.
When Dan's off with...
We'll put it straight up.
Whacking himself to Babe Station, me and Neil can have a chat about stuff.
By the way, can I say, I didn't put Babe Station on. Neil was going to put it on while I was asleep.
I did put it on. Yeah, we should probably explain that. Dan was asleep.
Oh, Tokyo Sex Whale.
That's what I was waiting for.
Stevens' day last year, and we had made our way into the front room of Dan's parents' house. and it was just me and Dan left, and Dan had fallen asleep, and I was watching
Sexy result.
a documentary on a failed stand-up comedian going back into the business after 30 years. You would have loved it, John.
Future right
crystal
there.
ball. And I noticed it was about 5:30, and there's probably just that last fleeting half an hour of Babe Station, and I was like, if I can just get a few old scaldy tissues and leave this on pause, exactly. My father-in-law, Dan's father, for reals, would come down and see, a very Merry Christmas. And
probably not for the first time.
Yeah, I'm just devastated I didn't do it. If you enjoyed the show, please check us out at ITK Soccer Show on Twitter, facebook.com/the ITK Soccer Show, and you'll get all the links as well at Dan's YouTube page. If you follow the ITK page on Facebook, it's the best way to stay up to date with all the shows as they're released. Again, we try to do one every week for your enjoyment, so if you do, please pass on the message and get people listening. Have a very Merry Christmas, and we might just talk to you a little bit surly come Stephen's Day. Happy Christmas, everybody.